Peppa Pig set off for the ocean city of Bikini Bottom. She decided to go there to attend a friend's birthday party. During the journey, Peppa started thinking about SpongeBob. She had heard so much about his life that she wanted to learn everything about him. When Peppa finally arrived at Bikini Bottom, there were still a few hours before the party started, so she decided to look for SpongeBob. Peppa didn't know where to find SpongeBob, but she had seen his jellyfish house, so she decided to go there. When she arrived at SpongeBob's house, she saw Squidward there. Squidward was SpongeBob's neighbor and best friend. Peppa asked Squidward where SpongeBob was. Squidward said that SpongeBob was at work. Peppa wondered where SpongeBob worked. Squidward said, "He works at the Krusty Krab, it's a restaurant." Peppa set off for the Krusty Krab. When she got there, she saw SpongeBob right away. SpongeBob was flipping burgers and singing while he worked. Peppa thought how much fun and cute SpongeBob was. She had so much fun that she forgot about the party. SpongeBob decided to teach Peppa how to work at the Krusty Krab. Peppa tried to flip burgers, but she couldn't do it. SpongeBob showed her how to do it, but her hands were too small to flip the burgers properly. SpongeBob said, "Maybe making French fries is easier." Peppa started making French fries. However, she accidentally cooked them for too long, and they all burned. SpongeBob laughed at her and said, "It's not that bad, you'll do better next time." Remembering that she had to go to the party, Peppa thanked SpongeBob and left the Krusty Krab. When she got to the party, everyone was very happy. Peppa made everyone laugh by telling them about SpongeBob. Peppa and SpongeBob had both applied to a company called SquarePants Cleaning Company. They both wanted to work there, and thought it was a good opportunity to work together. When they were called for the job interview, they were greeted by a crab who was the boss. The crab gave them some information about the job and explained what they would be doing. However, Peppa and SpongeBob couldn't help but notice how weird and scary the crab looked. Peppa's face turned red and SpongeBob started shaking like a jellyfish. The crab understood their concerns and decided to take them on a tour before they started working. First, the crab ran them toward a wall and told them to pass under it. SpongeBob managed to get through incredibly, but Peppa got stuck and couldn't escape. The crab had to throw Peppa over the wall. The next task was to clean up a room. SpongeBob started right away and cleaned everything to a shine, while Peppa tried to clean with her hands instead of using a brush. Of course, the result was a disaster, and she messed everything up. The crab locked them in a room for the next test. However, Peppa and SpongeBob spent their time talking and having fun with each other. SpongeBob told Peppa that he was a sea sponge and filled with water because he came out of the sea. Peppa started teasing him and asked, "If you're filled with water, why don't you drink water?" SpongeBob replied, "Because my mouth is already full of water," and they both laughed. Eventually, the crab accepted that Peppa and SpongeBob were suitable for the job and hired them. They were both very happy and thanked the crab. They were now ready to clean and got to work. Peppa and SpongeBob worked well together in their job. Despite being filled with water, SpongeBob made the whole office sparkling clean, and Peppa did even better with a brush. As they continued on their journey, SpongeBob and Peppa discovered a magical place full of sea creatures. In this beautiful place, jellyfish, fish, and even a few sea turtles were swimming together, and the two friends continued their exploration. However, suddenly, a massive sandstorm appeared next to them. Peppa and SpongeBob turned back to the boat in fear and tried to return, but the winds kept pushing them away. Suddenly, a whale appeared and did its best to help them. The whale used its massive body to resist the winds and safely carried the boat to the shore. Peppa and SpongeBob were exhausted but also happy and amazed after their adventure. During this process, both characters understood the importance of helping each other and working together. And most importantly, they had a lot of fun. Together, Peppa and SpongeBob learned many things about friendship and solidarity as they lay tired in the boat on their way back home. And maybe in their next adventure, they would be together again.